Alright folks at home, welcome back to another video. What is going on? It is a somewhat beautiful day, but what are we doing? Where are we? What are we doing? Well, we got the week of just dodging rain and thunderstorms. We still might get smoked this afternoon, but we'll see. A little bit later than start, but we had a little rain this morning, and I even treated Mitchell to some hash browns, some eggs. We made a little stop at a little local cafe on the way over here. It's pretty unlike us, but we figured we'd take a minute and just, enjoy the finer things in life. But today we're on a lake which I have not fished since probably 2019. Now that's gonna make me starting to feel old when I say stuff like that. But this lake, it's kind of a big fish thing. I've only ever been here like 2 or 3 times way back then. And we hope to kind of learn some new things about this lake. It's kind of been on my hit list for several years now. It's kind of a goofy lake, real deep, clear water, potential for big fish. I've just been dying to get back here. Even when you fish every single day, every year, the list of lakes you want to go to keeps getting longer. It doesn't get shorter. So Mitchell's behind the camera. We're hoping we could break down this lake a little bit today, learn some things about it, put some big fish in the boat, and overall just have fun. Fish in a lake which we have essentially no experience on. So should be fun. Let's make it happen. Big fish, inland northern Wisconsin. Cut. All right, well, basically what we're gonna do here is, we're not fishing a giant lake, it's not gonna require 7 hours of scanning around. But basically, I'm just gonna get on the trolling motor. I'm gonna fly around at 900 miles an hour, looking at side imaging at the same time as looking at live, looking at the map. We're gonna kind of cover a bunch of these kind of big flat areas, and with some, basically, if you're not sure where fish are in a super clear, deep lake like this, I want to fish spots that have structure in 20 feet of water, 30 feet of water, 5 feet of water, just big long points, big long flats, areas where there's high likelihood of fish. So stay tuned, we're gonna get it going on, see what happens. Feeling good. Oh yeah, it's a nice walleye. All right, you're on. This is exactly what we were hoping for today. Real nice fish too. Well, we kind of worked our way in shallower on one of these big flats, and this lake is one of those lakes that's got a lot of tons of bait fish in it. And so a lot of times in these real clear lakes with kind of not a lot of fish holding structure, you'll see fish just suspend a lot. That's assumably what it seems like going on here. And I actually had a couple of them just come up and touch this thing. The search bait. There we go. Number 1. You put me on a deep clear lake though with basin walleyes, and I feel right at home. It's kind of a lot of the style lakes that I kind of grew up fishing. There we go. That's the 5/8. That's our big brand new search bait for the year. 5/8 tungsten. If you're sharpshooting fish in that 20 to 30 foot range, which is kind of the depth we're in, but the fish are up higher, that is what we're after. Look at that dude. Super solid one to get things going. We're in for more of those. This is gonna be a lot of fun. I'm gonna check my mic battery, Mitchell, because I didn't restart it. Or I think I did. Just gotta make sure, Well, I didn't turn my mic on. That's my bad. But hopefully some of that audio from Mitchell's main camera was all right. But we fished through, got to the first spot, and that one was on the 5/8 search bait. I actually had a few come up and touch it, I think, which is kind of weird for a fish of that size. Look at the build on those suckers, huh, Mitchell?
It's a beast.
Mitch isn't mic'd up right now, but the build on that is pretty dang good. And there might be like one other boat on the lake. We might have some fun today. There we go. Oh, I love it. You feed me some big, deep, clear basin fish, and I'll be a happy guy. Because that is how I like to fish. I love fishing clear water, number one. But that's what he bit right there. And he actually came up and touched it a whole bunch of times. Which is kind of goofy. It is a lot colder today. We've had so many different storms moving through. So maybe they could just be a little off. But that's a setup right there. Search bait season is on. That bait is absolute beast for fishing really all summer. Got him right there. Feeling big. Wow, that one drill it. Search bait. Oh, dude, it's big. It's a big fish. Look at these things, dude. Okay, okay, okay. This is what we wanted.
Big fish.
This is what we came here for.
That was a big fish.
That was a 27 incher.
I think it was bigger than 27.
I don't know about that.
I honestly think that could have pushed 30.
No, no, no.
30
Kind of stings though.
That sucks. Come on, man.
Sometimes on video, there was this thing where I just kind of like mess around with them right here and it cost me there. I should have gone straight for the net. There's no excuse. I could have just pulled them in, probably netted them.
Literally right there.
Gosh, he drilled it too. All right. Well, we've dealt with two fish now. Both have been big, so let's make it happen. I mean, we're on to the right thing here. Assume this is a pretty high likelihood of getting bit. Got him right there. It's another good one. Oh, dude, they're all over that search bait. All right, so I discovered a couple things. One, I was fishing with a hook that I burred out accidentally. And I thought they were just like nipping it, but I don't think they were because I was loading the rod tip up a lot. I think what was just happening was it wasn't sticking them. But dude, we are on some absolute stud daddies. Look at these things, Mitchell. For inland Wisconsin, are you kidding me?
Big fish.
Yeah, I mean, we are on some dandies, dude. Some dandies. Let me grab that net, Mitchell. Let me grab that net. Now I'm mad at him. Now I'm mad at him. You don't come off my hook, boy. You don't do it. You don't do it. Let's go, dude. I'm gonna hit you with a let's go.
Yeah.
I mean, look at the build on these things, man.
Big fish.
Yeah. Yeah. These fish, inland Wisconsin, a lot of these small water, they don't exist in huge numbers. What you end up running into is lakes that'll have low densities of fish, but they'll be big. And a lot of times they're absolutely filthy loaded with bait. Look how good that one was hooked. The search bait thing literally went through his mouth. Holy smokes. Look at those, dude. Wow. Impressive. This is why I was dying to come back for this lake for 3 years now. And here we are, lighting them up. Big walleyes too. That is insane. Are you pleased, Mitchell?
That's nice fish. I'm ready to grab a rod.
I mean, the build on these, pretty dang good. Oh. So kind of what I've learned here, there's a couple things going on. Flying around some of these spots, I noticed that I wasn't seeing anything really up shallow. Started getting off of the edge a little ways, and I started seeing a few fish popping on side imaging. So I started throwing the live down. Basically what you're dealing with is an immense amount of like bug clutter and stuff. I mean, I don't know if Mitch can get this on camera. So it's almost impossible on live you don't see bait tracking or anything because I can't see, it's so clouded by whatever's right in front of me, all this bug clutter that I can't see far out, but I could pick up a few fish. And what they're doing is kind of like this here. They're sitting up high way out off the edge. So if you have shallow structure here, the weeds you'd normally be fishing this time of year, the fish are way out off the edge and they're popped up about 3 to 7 feet off bottom. So that's kind of where we're targeting, and that search bait's kind of the perfect thing. A lot of times walleyes, big ones especially, in these like real bait fish driven lakes, they like stuff up above them. They don't like stuff on the bottom as much. So casting a jig out hasn't worked as good as keeping that search bait up high in the water column. That's kind of what we're doing so far. Will it yield a bunch more bites? I think so. Yep, got him. Might be a smaller one, I don't know. This one's really coming at me a lot easier. Is there actually a normal sized fish in this lake? I mean, it's still a nice one, but it is a normal sized one. We lost our mid 20-inch average. Still a nice walleye, still a nice walleye. We're definitely put it together. And it all kind of started by looking to where the fish normally are, realizing they weren't there, and looking off the edge. Fish in these deep clear lakes love so much looking off the edge. Dinker, man. Dang it. I'll let him go. But that's the 5/8 ounce search bait, which is a real heavy piece of tungsten. So important though, so easy to get down there deeper fast. Obviously, even these eater size ones, no problem eating that bait. I mean, I can't think of a more killer way to catch a summertime walleye. And this is just the standard hook that comes with it. That big straight shank. You could put the slow death on there too, and you're just threading that crawler on. And you don't need it like a ton of crawler. A lot of times I'll just leave it about that length right there, just so it sticks a little bit past the hook. We'll throw another one on, pitch it back out, and snag us another walleye. Mitchell, you got a fish on. Grab that. It's going nuts.
Holy fuck, there is one, dude. I'm sitting there like, what the fuck?
Why are you fighting it like a complete pansy though?
What do you mean? I don't need to force them in like you do. Like, what is your horsing? Big fish. There's no fight. It's an actual big fish.
I believe it.
What's that?
I believe it.
I can't believe it happened. Is it recording it, Tom?
Yeah.
Do you know how to record it?
Mitchell's dragging a slip bobber.
He's dragging it. Tom's making fun of me. I'm like researching truck bed campers, and
all I saw was the net going like this, and
actually it feels
the
like
rod,
a nice fish too.
the rod just thumping.
Everybody wanted to see this though. The old camera guy catching a fish.
Dragging a slip bobber.
Oh, is this a nice fish, Tom, or what?
I don't know.
Sure.
It's like a nice one.
Sure is.
Look at him, boys.
Look at that thing. Woo. Oh. I'd have to say it's about 34 inches.
Guy doesn't even have a fishing license this year.
I have a fishing license, folks.
Studs, dude. I just set that slip bobber where you set it about 10 feet down. I was like, just drag it around, Tom.
Yeah, it works.
I mean, stud, dude.
Dude, this is a stud. It's well hooked from my hook set.
Yeah.
Did I set the hook on him?
All you had to do was
I didn't have to. I just had to reel it in because he set the hook himself. Where's your pliers? Alright, take a look. Everybody at home, the camera guy strikes again.
Strikes.
You know?
I'd just say strikes. Again might be
Dude, I used to do this all the time with you. What are you talking about? There we go. Let's get him back in.
beauty.
Might be the only one of the day for me dragging a bobber, but
I don't know.
we'll see. We'll see. Let that one go. Get rid
Now, what was your pattern?
So my pattern was, we got this flat behind us. Tom's scoping the basin. I'm sitting in the back seat doing research for camping and stuff like this. You know, just letting a bobber drag, and the fish came up, and here's my leech, here's the fish.
I mean, why work any harder than that?
That's the pattern, folks.
Oh!
That's it.
Alright guys, so obviously we're catching a bunch of walleyes on the search bait. And this is, as many of you guys know, just kind of like one of my absolute favorite walleye fishing devices right here. And the powerful thing about it is you can fish it a lot of different ways. It's essentially a castable spinner rig. I always used to cast a lot of spinners, like a 1/4 or 3/8 ounce weight, 3 feet in front. It was hard to cast far. It was hard to do anything with it other than just straight reel it. But this is the search bait. I've arguably had more questions on this bait than any other bait that I use. And it is very unique. But new for this year is the 5/8 ounce one. So it's still a tungsten body. So that means that it's very small, compact, yet it can be very heavy and get down there fast, which is really important to me for being as small and finessey as I possibly can. Obviously, it's got that spinner blade on there that twirls around as you reel it, along with a slow death or a straight shank hook, depending on kind of which one you want to fish. And honestly, it doesn't really matter too much for fishing a night crawler. But that's kind of the setup right there. Now, when do I use the 5/8? I fish the 5/8 a lot, and I would say that 15 plus for sure, 20 plus for sure. This is what you guys will see me fishing a lot when I'm fishing like a lot of basin time stuff, like we're starting to do today and throughout the summer. Gets down there very fast. But there is 2 other sizes, a 1/4 and a 3/8. Now they're super compact because obviously they're tungsten and really small. But there's also a bunch of new colors this year with the painted spinner actually on them. This is the 3/8, this is the 1/4. So you can see how small and compact these are for their size. Now, when do I fish the 3/8? I'll fish that a lot in 10 to 15, kind of that 10 to 20-ish feet of water. Sometimes the fish, even in 18, 20 feet, they just like something that's a lot slower, that you can kind of stall out and it kind of hangs there. 3/8 is great for that, but a lot of times that's kind of the depth range I'll use for that. Now, if you're in maybe a dirty water system, or you got a lot of fish up in shallow weeds in that, 4 to 10 feet of water, that 1/4's money to just fish around up there in a lot of that real skinny water. So now we kind of have a size for each different thing, whether you're deep water basin fishing like we are today, whether you're in that intermediate depth, or whether you're up in the shallow in the weeds. Obviously in clear water, I love my purples, but they come in a whole bunch of different colors as well. One of my other favorite ones that's brand new for this year is this one right here. This is like a fire tigery perchy with the gold fire tigery blades on there. That one's sexy as I'll get out too. Obviously, the one thing that I really like about this bait is it's very interchangeable. If I want to put a small leech on here, it's super simple to just click that hook off and put, let's say you just want to throw a small leech on here, you could take like a number 2 octopus and you can just thread a different hook right on there to fish something smaller. So the bait is very versatile, could be fished a lot of different ways. We're casting it to specific fish or pods of fish today, but it's one of my baits that you guys will just see me using all summer. We'll link it down below too in case anybody's interested, but I'm sick of talking, Mitchell. I want to catch a fish.
Let's go!
Saw 2 of them way back there, made of wave bomb cast. They're definitely tracking it a ways. I can't tell at all what my bait's doing because there's so much clutter in the water. I don't think we got a real big one here. Probably a nice fish, but not a super big one. Look at him, dude. Another solid fish. Old cameraman. Hopefully it makes the video. It's not quite as impressive as cameraman's last fish, but we'll take it. We'll take it. Wind's picking up too. Could be going down. It honestly just kind of took us a second to get the whole what's going on in the lake type of thing going on. I mean, we're literally still on spot number 1. I kind of want to move just to explore around, see if I can put us in front of some even bigger fish. But I mean, they're definitely here. No doubt about that. There's no doubt about that. I'm just getting on the biggest flat in the lake. And a lot of times when you get structure, 5 feet, 10 feet, big giant flat, biggest spot in the lake, you can guarantee at all times of the year there's going to be some kind of fish relating to it. And that is definitely the case today. They're just a little farther out than we kind of figured they'd be. How's your rod doing back there? It hasn't flown out of the boat yet?
Not yet.
Not yet?
Still trying to get a bite.
But generally on the search bait, honestly, I don't know if they need a fake crawler today. They kind of seem like I'm casting at some that just aren't biting, but pretty simple deal. Thread the crawler on their ways, slide it up over all that stuff, pinch it off about there, And bada bing, bada boom. That is all there is to it, my friends. We're fishing with that sexy little purple color in some clearer water. And they be eating it. Oh, down. Mitchell's got a bobber down. Hang on.
Hit him. Is it on? Oh, there we go.
How's he feeling?
Oh,
Looking big.
this is a walleye?
Oh, it's a walleye.
It's a nice walleye. Here we go. Hopefully the audio isn't just trash because it's super windy and I'm not mic'd up because somebody forgot to bring batteries.
Just enough batteries for me.
Somebody named Tom.
It might
forgot
be
to
that
bring
the wind
batteries.
picking up now. We're kind of between runs.
I don't know if he's as big as my first one, but I was really hoping. All I wanted today was 2 fish doing this, just casually fishing off the back. And
Get him, boy.
there we go. Who needs live? Who needs live?
I know, right?
Who needs side imaging?
This guy don't even need anything.
I'm just old school fishing.
Look at that thing.
Catching giants. Oh, fishing the old school way, baby. Oh, knocking the camera over. There we go, folks.
Will I get outfished by the cameraman today?
Will he get outfished? What do you guys think? Do you think the guy in the back of the boat? Hold on, let me get this on hook first. What do you guys think? You want to see the guy in the back of the boat, the lowly cameraman, outfish the guy with $200,000 worth of electronics up there?
Wow.
It's absolutely crazy. You don't need it to catch fish like this. Just do what I'm doing.
Just go with somebody.
Just go. Yeah. Let's get him back.
Oh, baby.
There we go. There we go.
You know, Mitchell, it brings a little warmth to my heart seeing you reel in a fish. It reminds me of me fishing off the dock when I was a kid, catching my first bluegills.
Yeah, that's how it feels.
Oh, you son of... Got him. That's big. That's a big fish. I said, you son of a B word. Because I felt him hit and he didn't get it. Oh my gosh, dude.
Oh no.
Gosh, am I fighting these? How am I losing them today?
I don't know if you're horsing them.
I'm not horsing them. Maybe I am horsing
I
them.
think you are a little bit.
Just too excited?
Yeah. You gotta let them do his thing.
Dang it, dude. Oh, that's disheartening. Fish on. We are really getting it to them now. It's like they're starting to bite a little bit between these storms. At least that's what it seems. Feels like another nice fish here. I mean, dude, these things are out of control. Not a giant, but a nice one, dude. I mean, we are tearing them up now. Mitchell's got his little bobber pattern going in the back. I got my little search bait pattern going off the bow. And we are piecing them up, dude. And the fish in this lake are just so healthy. I'm trying to scope your bobber out here. Oh, it's way over there. Okay.
Should be good.
Wherever it is, it's around the fish, right?
Great.
Beautiful, man. Choking them. Just catching them, dude. They are eating that thing up. I absolutely love it. Well, this is exactly how we wanted today to go, huh?
That's right. I'd say so.
Probably been fishing for 2 hours, you think? Or is it longer? Or?
Still have a long day left.
Yeah, and we still got a long day for just showing up, driving to our first big piece of structure and casting at a few fish. It's going down. Oh, there's a big one off the screen right here, way out over the basin. Now, the problem is today, most days I can track my bait, so I can tell you like where that bait is in the water column. Fishing for some of these suspended ones, I just kind of hope I'm around them. And that one, did not move, so clearly I'm not around him. But definitely a little bit more difficult. Oh, is he coming a little bit? I don't know, I can't tell. There's so much clutter on the screen, it's just a nightmare trying to... It's all been much more difficult today to get some of these suspended fish to go. But with the search bait, you can kind of just count it down, like this 5/8 one. So we're in about 20 feet of water right now. On 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000, 4, 1,000, 5, 1,000, 6, 1,000. So six counts got you. We're sitting in 23 feet of water right now. So the bait will get down there pretty quick. So a lot of times I'll just give it, like if I see those fish halfway down, I'll just give it 3-4 seconds and start reeling. Then at least I know I'm close to the zone. I feel like it's a bass or something, dude. Fighting really weird. Yeah, it is. Yeah. I was gonna say, I saw it. The second I saw it, it was flying up to the surface. Well, apparently there's all sorts of fishes in this lake, Mitchell. There's walleyes, there's basses, and they'll all bite a crawler on the old search bait. Oh, you're gonna do it one more time? No, gotcha. Butterball though. Very similar to the walleyes. Very fat and sassy. We don't catch too many of these. Generally because we don't try to catch too many of these. Got him right there. Feeling good. Feeling good. Man, I kind of got way in front of that one. Didn't see him until he was way behind me. Gonna be another one of those dandies, Mitchell. The sun is popping out in between little thunderstorms here. I'm gonna go nice and soft on this guy. A big fish. Yeah, this is a big fish. When you get to here and you're just not bringing them up, I mean, this is what we want. I'm gonna go nice and soft on him here. Here he comes. Here he comes. I want to be ready. Oh, did I break your camera?
Nope. Good.
Look at these things, dude. Oh yeah, dandies, my friends. Dandies. When you start getting walleyes like that are sitting off of structure more, generally that's a big fish thing. A lot of times smaller fish are much more apt to be on the structure, or the bigger fish are much more apt to, like, they might be, I always describe it as, they'll be the same depth, like let's say there's a ton of fish in 10 feet of water here on the bottom. Then if you get out over 25, a lot of those fish might be 10 feet down over 25 or things like that. So a lot of times they'll be the same depth down, but those ones that kind of roam around the basin a little bit more, generally you're gonna get some real quality ones. So even like Mitch's slip bobber, he's like, how deep should I put it down? I just stick it down 10, because literally whether we're in 25 feet or 12 feet, you're in the zone there. Look at that. Search bait sticking out of his mouth there. He ate it. He actually ate it literally, I think, on the fall, or real close to it. I think he was on before I even started reeling. Oh, might need a pliers there, camera guy. I can't quite jiggle it out. Yeah, he wasn't gonna come off. Look at those, dude. For inland northern Wisconsin, does not get a whole lot better than that. These are some big whitefish Cisco eaters out here. You can tell they are healthy. Nothing better than coming to a basically new lake and putting it together like that. Are you having a good time? I mean, even Mitchell got to catch some today.
That's right.
How do you have a better day than that? A bunch of walleyes like that. See you later, buddy. Feels good. Search bait season is upon us. What do you think about that?
Yeah, that's the best time.
Such a simple way to fish. Cast out, reel bait back. Now you could very easily just chuck them behind the boat and troll around out here too and catch fish doing that, but it's one of those baits that's just so universally productive. Jig it, cast it, troll it, put a crawler on it, put a leech on it, put a plastic on it, and just get thumped. Get thumped. Well, you guys, gnarly storm coming in, and another one of those dodging the thunderstorms. They're saying like potential hail, huge winds, which we already have now. Pretty ridiculous, but it's literally about 10 minutes on the horizon right here, already starting to rain. But after a couple hours of fishing, beat them up. Some big walleyes, bunch of walleyes. Even Mitchell got to catch 2 walleyes. Insane. How could you ask for a better day? But this is only supposed to last for a little while. So I think we're going to, Mitch is looking at me, right? Did it just fall off?
I don't even know.
So we may go somewhere else this afternoon, but I appreciate you guys watching. We're going to jump in the truck. We'll see you guys next time. If you guys enjoyed this one, let me know down below. Thanks for watching.